Hello and good morning. This is your professor Fahad Khan. I'm here to explain to you through this simple PowerPoint how we are going to continue our education through Blackboard. I'll start. How would it work? We all understand it's not an ideal situation for both of faculty and students. However, it's a very powerful learning experience. Meaning that you will learn to kind of teach yourself in a way and also use the resources we have, and it will also enforce me to communicate in a different way to substitute for meeting in person. So also, if you want to think on the positive side, many companies now and recruiters are offering online training through webinars. So if you feel comfortable now doing things in Blackboard, most likely you'll be able to get more experience from companies and more training through webinar. If you have difficulties accessing the internet, or if you have a computer, the library is offering Chromebooks and hotspots for those who do not have one, and you can also reserve that through the website. There is a procedure because I think they have enough for a lot of students, but you have to reserve in advance. Okay, how will we go from here? Let's focus on our goals and maximize our time off campus for learning. I know it's very frustrating time, but we can make the best out of it. So I will post material through Blackboard. What kind of material? I will post videos, YouTubes, homework will be online, you are already used to that, and all the PowerPoint will be notated. So I can use my pen here, as you can see, and highlight stuff as we go along. I can also write things, saying, for example, so it's going to be a little bit better for you, so you can take notes and stop, pause, and rewatch. Also, I would like to emphasize the discussion board. So every week I will post material and I will open a discussion board. So you can ask questions through the discussion boards. Try not to use the email too much, because chances that if you have a question, somebody else have it. So we can respond to each other and interact through the discussion board. So learning tools available to you as we go on. So first of all, I'm going to use Blackboard as my platform, and I will launch from there, and I think it has all the references we need. And so far we've been used to that already. We submit all the homework through Blackboard. You have the video links, the YouTubes, etc. So it shouldn't be that difficult for most of you, actually for all of you, because you did that in the fall semester. So YouTube videos, I'm going to make them short and concise. It's not going to be the entire class. I will focus on the PowerPoint, so because again we're not going to have a lot of interaction during the class, it will be just the lecture and the material, and I'll open discussion board for questions and concerns. Narrated PowerPoints, this is what we're doing right now. So I'm going to go and highlight, and oh, it's not good, I can erase. Fantastic. So highlighter, so I can use things to get your attention to more important parts in the PowerPoint, and also it will hold me accountable to things that has been said in the PowerPoint for me to put in the homework and the quizzes as well. Okay, homework submission online, everybody's familiar with that. You have the document, you download it, you fill it, you can take a picture of it and upload it online, or you can write submission as well. Quizzes are not going to be online. So the same way we did the homework, I will try to find, actually there is a way to do quizzes online where it's timed, and it's only one time submission, and I'll make it both multiple choices and subjective. Again, it's only one attempt. Be aware of the time and date for that quiz. And we have three more quizzes left, quiz 4, 5, and 6. I'll try to make it as less ambiguous as possible, and based on the homework and based on stuff we said in Blackboard. So please be prepared, and those are to be done individually. And as you know from some classes, it's open book, like Advanced Heat System Design. That's an open book, open note exam, so you have no problem with that. I'll also try to be considerate with the time. I'll give you plenty of time to do the quiz. And if you have any technical difficulties, you can always reach out to me and we can work things out. Labs. For the lab classes, this is going to be a little bit challenging because we need some hands-on experience. However, we'll do whatever we can to be creative with those labs. So what I have in mind is I will go with my lab tech and do the lab in steps and take a video of that lab and post other related videos to it, and hoping that you'll get some information and some idea of how it's done. And I'll ask you some questions. Those questions will be your lab submission, and it will be from the video. So you watch the video, I will count you're watching the video as attendance, because the Blackboard will enable me to know who watched the video and when. And if you watch the video, you have to answer the questions, so you can watch the video over and over again and then try to answer the questions. So that's what I have in mind for the labs for the rest of the semester, and hopefully that will be sufficient. Discussion boards again for each week. Let's please focus the discussion, questions, and topics for that week only, so we do not be all over the place, and it will be helpful for us to all contribute and also ask questions and read other people's questions. So that should also maximize the learning. Actually, I'm very excited about this because I had discussion boards questions for this semester, but I did not see a lot of submissions. But this will be very, very helpful, and trust me, you will learn more from your colleagues and other people's questions than you will learn from the lecture. Okay, so again, just to reiterate, it's a week by week posting. I'll organize the material on a weekly basis, so you'll see the week with the dates on it, what material will be posted in that week. For Google Drive, we had that for course EST 205, which is Advanced Heat System Design, and luckily before the break I was able to create Google Drive for each group. So as we go along, I will drop a file in your folder with the progress and how things are done, and everything has been done online so far on Google Drive except for the layout for the radiators. However, you can still do that through PowerPoint, that you can lay out the schematics on it, but don't worry about that. When we get to it, I will show you how it's done, and again, we'll do whatever we can digitally, and I will leave comments. I think it's better for everybody to be able to contribute to the project. So that's I'm glad we get that done before the break. I will post videos for a specific topic. So let's say if somebody had issues with the pump head calculation and he wanted me to post a video specific for that, actually I will do that definitely. But if you have a specific question or a specific topic or some area of confusion, I will be able to elaborate on a specific video for that topic, and I will put links for each video on Blackboard for that week, so you don't have to go and search for it. It should be there. And also we'll try to have the video embedded in the Blackboard. For any questions regarding the class, it should be through discussion boards. Please try to not send me questions through the email. I don't want the email to be overflooded with questions. So again, if it's a question about the class, about the material, general question, you can send through the discussion board. If it's a specific question about a grade or personal issue, please email me. Feel free to email me, and you have my email. I will put it right here again, if you never had that. Hold on, it's not working. Okay, let's try again. Eraser 10. I'll put it in black. So that's my email. .edu, facon@stcc.edu. So let's monitor your progress as we go. We have material enough for 6 more weeks, and again 3 quizzes and 3 homework, so we're kind of halfway done. So stay positive and try to be calm and communicate and make the best out of this situation. If you are trying to communicate through Blackboard, please be clear and personable. Communication actually drops a lot when people communicate through text or writing. 95% of communication is nonverbal, and we will miss that big time when we miss meeting in class. And I'm gonna miss seeing you face to face and our interaction, which was always very lovely and positive. So let's try to maintain the same level of communication and behavior we had in the class throughout the discussion board and throughout our communication. I'm here to maximize your learning as much as possible, so please utilize this experience and utilize the Blackboard and ask questions. And so far, I mean, we covered a lot of material. We'll cover some more, but we will try to ramp up into it. I mean, I don't expect you to be 100% proficient in Blackboard by now, or the other things will take you like a few tries to get a good hold of it, but eventually it will take. Again, thank you all for your cooperation. I really appreciate that. It's very tough to transition this quick into Blackboard and online, but again, think about it as a positive experience, and hopefully we will make the best out of it. And see you at the other end when everything is over and we can meet and see how we all did. If you have any questions, again, let me know. Thank you very much.